Trending on Google search right now is, when is the housing market going to crash? Well, geez, no wonder the country is feeling a bit cranky. According to Google Trends, the search for housing market crash 2021 is up 4,650% nationwide over the same time last year. Well, duh. I'm sure last year the trending search on Google is something like things to do while quarantined, or new recipes, or something along those lines. Consumers weren't thinking about the housing market crashing. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, but I wanted to share some information because I've received multiple calls and texts in the past week asking my honest opinion on what's going on in the market. My opinion's always honest. I wouldn't serve you any other way. Interestingly enough, that Google search trend is highest on the west coast of the US, not in Florida. So I can only share facts that I have at hand. I'm not one for speculation. I like data. It doesn't lie. So I wanted to share some of that with you today. There is a shortage of homes. That is a fact. It's not just in Florida, but nationwide. And there are multiple factors that are contributing to this, and they include historically low interest rates, which are rising, mind you. However, they are still historically low. There is a shortage of inventory, as I had mentioned. Nationwide, housing inventory was at a record low of 1.03 million units at the end of February, down 29.5% from a year earlier, a record decline according to the National Association of Realtors. Now, you know, if you've watched any of my videos, that I love to quote the experts. Lawrence Yun, chief economist for the National Association of Realtors, stated that it gives the feel of a bubble, recalling the run-up of subprime mortgage crisis that cratered prices after 2008. But the fundamental factors are different. Unlike the last major housing crisis, in which sales prices plummeted and they left homeowners stuck with mortgages substantially higher than home values, as well as risky adjustable rate financing, presently the factors are very different. The current average 30-year fixed rate mortgage has interest rates that remain near record lows. Lenders rely on stricter underwriting requirements. To put that in layman's terms, those stricter requirements include, but are by no means limited to, higher credit scores, debt to income ratio, and job history. One of my preferred lenders recently shared with me that another change to lending was this: open-ended 30-day accounts can no longer use 5% for qualifying. So, for example, borrower has $7,000 in American Express. They must qualify with $7,000 in their monthly payment or have the assets to pay off the card plus their down payment, closing cost, and any reverse that they are required. Holy shnikes. They are tougher. So don't let the hype deter you from looking for a home if you do qualify, and you need to find out if you qualify. It just may take a bit more time and a very strong offer. In my little town of Land O'Lakes, Florida, for the past 30 days, the homes that have sold at an average, they have sold at an average of 1% over asking price. So for example, if a home was listed at $300,000, it would sell for $303,000. Not the stories of the $50,000 to $70,000 over asking price. However, they do make great stories, and that is happening. It happened with my last listing. However, the statistics are showing that this is the exception, not the rule. And I do know that home condition, staging, and photos all play a role in that. How long is this going to last? I have no idea. It's going to depend on interest rates and tight inventory. And interest rates are predicted to stay low through the end of the year. If you are a buyer or a buyer's agent, keep in mind your current budget and circumstances. If it doesn't make sense for you to bid $10,000 over asking price, don't do it. as an empath, it is heartbreaking. Buyers are in quite the predicament right now. Not only do they need to fall in love with a new home in 60 seconds flat, then they need to consider how much they are willing to drain their savings in order to then win the home. It is true that buyers are moving from one market to another where appraised value and comps mean nothing to them because of such a difference in the prices. The only piece of advice that I can provide is keep at it. You're going to get a win eventually. Thank you for watching. For more insights, please subscribe, click the notification bell. I would love to hear your comments and feedback. Until next time.